Again, this is Mike in China. Welcome to the ProTravelPlus call. We're starting at the top of the hour. If you haven't announced yourself, go ahead. Hi, this is Mike in China. Who do we have out there? And go ahead and announce your name and where you're from. Hi again, this is Mike in China. The call will start at the top of the hour, 2 p.m.
Go get a cup of coffee or use the restroom because this call could be over very quickly. Usually only lasts 15 minutes, and it goes fast and furious. And then at night, we have another call at the 7 o'clock hour, which is Pacific time, whatever that is in your zone. And we do a little bit longer calls, about 20 minutes to 25 minutes. We usually have a special guest on the call, and we give some special announcements. But yes, this call happens every single day of the week, and it is Happy Monday. Lots of things are going on at Pro Travel Plus. We have announcements that are going on. A lot of you guys are noticing some cool additions to your website. And keep in mind, folks, that we are implementing products and services on a daily basis. And so my suggestion to you is as products and services are coming live on your website, don't be too critical because they might come on live for 5 minutes and then go away for an hour and come back again for 10 minutes. And, we have you guys working with us alongside us as we are constructing this thing, as we are in pre-launch, as we are building this foundation. You guys get to be part of it. And as part of it, you'll see what happens when you're in like the beta version of things. But we are very excited because so much has happened over the weekend. We have two very, very special milestones that are happening here in Pro Travel Plus. The first milestone was that Friday was the cutoff date for you to make a decision to go from pre-enrollee to actual member. And those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, a lot of you are guests on this call. You are a pre-enrollee until you actually join our company. So as a pre-enrollee, you get a free tour of our site. You get to kick the tires, look around, listen to these calls, and also just find out if this is the right fit for you. For some people, and I will repeat this again, for some people, pre-launch is not the best thing for them because they want everything to work perfectly. They want everything right on time, and that's great. It's going to get that way. But for others that are adventurous and want to be early, that want to be basically in the garage as we are building this thing, you guys are here at the right place at the right time because you guys have got a position. You've staked your claim on a position, and you are growing and building super fast. And so because of that, you are going to reap the rewards. That first milestone was a cutoff date on Friday at midnight to actually have everyone join. Why was there a cutoff date? Well, it's because the next milestone is actually in 2 days on Wednesday when everyone who has came into Pro Travel Plus and actually started growing a team is actually going to get paid. Woohoo! And so, that's something that is a huge milestone in any in this industry because I have seen actual launches that took a year. I mean, really, literally, a launch that took up to a year. And then when it was time to actually, make the thing happen and open the doors, it never happened for some of those companies. I've seen companies that, have tried to launch in 3 or 4 months, but then they couldn't get paid. Folks, here you are, 2 weeks and 3 days after us just opening the doors. We've already gone through our cutoff, and now you are going to receive your first pay. And I'm going to be introducing a special guest for this quick call, who is the CEO of ProTravelPlus. He's going to be coming in just a minute, and he's going to be sharing with you to make sure that you are prepared to receive some money in your back office, in your bank account, in your e-wallet, in your pay card. There's so many ways that you can get paid here at ProTravelPlus. But first, let me tell you really quickly about the travel industry. For those of you who are brand spanking new here, the travel industry is the largest industry on the planet. It is a $7 trillion industry. Destinations and resorts and countries all around the world are fighting for your dollars because, the dollar just doesn't go as far as it used to. And so, but you have these places like the place we're in right now that is bending over backwards to have us, spend our hard-earned dollars here, and they're going to throw in all kinds of amenities, cabanas and horseback riding and ATV rides and zip lining and just all these great things that are added to our stay. And we want you guys to be treated like VIP professional tourists all around the world. And that's what's going to happen when you join ProTravelPlus. Now, Seth Frazier, are you on the line?
Oh, I'm here, my friend.
I thought you would be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I actually go into the compensation plan, which can be explained in literally 5 minutes, it's that simple, I want to share with you, because a lot of you are already ProTravelPlus members, and Seth Frazier, some monumental things have happened over the last 24 hours, and then there's another monumental thing that's going to happen in 48 hours. And would you mind sharing a little bit about so the expectations that folks should have in relation to those two things going on?
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, it really has been a monumental last couple of weeks for us and really for you guys. And that's actually based on the efforts that you've put in, and we've been really impressed. Charles and I watch the numbers every day, and we're just consistently seeing two really positive things happen. We're seeing the leaderboard change, and it's in flux. I mean, new people are popping up. People who have already been on the leaderboard are doing something really cool, and this part probably excites me almost more than anything, Charles. We've seen probably 30 or 40 names come on the leaderboard and then drop off. And why does that excite us? Because we know the reason they dropped off. They came in and brought in 10, 15, 20 members, and then they stopped focusing on building their own team and started working with their team to help them do the same thing they already did. And that creates that duplication that we talk about in network marketing. In a lot of other programs, it's very difficult to duplicate because you're talking about a very high point of entry. We'll get into the cost and all that stuff in a little bit, but the basics of it are you can come into this program for $69.95, and get started with a company that's going to give you absolute tons of savings, including but not limited to the $500 travel voucher, which some of you are noticing is beginning to go live in your back offices. Now, I want to point this out. As you guys know, we launched just 2 weeks ago. So this phase is really, we're all founders in this phase, which means we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of fun. We get to take advantage of a great opportunity and get great positioning. It also means that we're going to be a little bit patient with some things that are being worked on in the back office. So for right now, some of you might have noticed that the name, is as you look on the actual travel voucher that's attached to your account, some folks have noticed that name sometimes changes and bounces around. That's something that we're working on right now. There's some little things like that. But overall, what's neat about this system and about this program is that people are saving significant amounts of money from the day that they join, and they're having absolute incredible success with a powerful system that's been able to handle thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of hits happening on our website on a daily basis. In fact, if you go to Alexa.com, we got our very first Alexa ranking just this week, and within 24 hours, it's jumped between 10 and 100,000 spots every single 24 hours. And we just got our first ranking about 3 days ago. We're already in the top 50,000 sites in the U.S., and I haven't checked it in 2 days, so I don't know where that stands right now. But I can tell you this: I expect us to be within the top 10,000 in no time, and I expect us to be top 10,000 in the world in no time. And then we're going to shoot up even further and farther, and that's due to your incredible efforts. So thank you guys. Now, as Charles mentioned, We're actually out in Reno right now, Reno, Nevada, exploring a few properties. We're looking at the very, very best option that we can give to our members for a fun destination that'll be a great place to have a launch party. We're at a beautiful resort right now. We're also, while we're here, we're meeting with some great leaders from Thailand. I had another member reach out to me this morning, Joel Santiago, who has a big crew from South Africa that he's bringing to the table. So things are growing very quickly, very exponentially. But the most exciting mile marker we have coming up is really happening, as you said, Charles, in 48 hours. And that is payday. Payday is an exciting time because for all the work that you guys have put in the last couple of weeks, you know, a lot of companies out there, and when they're in that pre-launch phase, it can take them 4, 5, 6 months before a paycheck goes out. And a lot of the members will express patience, and they'll, you know, we believe in this company. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get over that hump. And once they do, then what happens after the first paycheck run happens? Exponential growth is what happens because people start to really realize this is real. I'm going to tell you somebody who's going to get a paycheck this week, Tashina, who's at the top of our leaderboard now, Charles. That's pretty incredible. And one of our members broke down. I don't want to get into specifics because I don't want it to sound like, you know, this is a typical case because obviously she's at the top of our leaderboard. But one of our members broke down on Facebook what it would take for her to get to a significant amount of money, life-changing sum of money in 30 days. And the great part was, I love the way, this was Chris Collins that broke it down, and he broke it down in a way that made it very realistic because he took what a lot of people would say, oh, you know, Tashina's got 64. If all 64 of her members got 64 people, what would that do? Instead, he broke it down and went to a very reasonable, he cut that down to 25% from her first generation and then down to 10% if those people duplicated just 10% of her efforts, which is essentially around 6 members per person. What would it do for her paycheck? So if you're friends with them on Facebook, I would love for you guys to go check out that post and see, and it might open your eyes very quickly to the kind of potential we've got here. Things are moving very, very quickly. And again, later this week, guys, we have yet another big announcement. So right now, our big excitement is hovering around this Wednesday as our first pay run happens. So for those of you who are waiting for that to happen, it might take about 24 hours for those of you who are in the U.S. to actually receive those funds. For people that are using iPayout, I don't know exactly what the time frame is. I've heard that the very first payout might take as much as a week or so for iPayout to get those funds in your account. So if you're an international person like Mike out there in China, great job, by the way, Mike, welcoming everybody on the call. If you're in China like Mike and a few other places where we've got some great members we're even seeing members on the leaderboard who are out in the UK and Canada and other places like that. So you folks, it might take just a little bit longer, but generally speaking, the excitement around payday really boosts the company's growth. So it's going to be a big week for us, and then we've got some big announcements we're going to make after we get through our very first pay run that are going to really get you excited about the power of the product itself. And I'll just say this, membership has its benefits, and being a member, you could not be a member with ProTravelPlus at a better time than right now with what we're adding and what you're going to see in your back office coming very, very soon. Really, really exciting stuff, and I'm thrilled to be a part of this program. I'm going to pass it back to my good friend Charles Vest, who has done an incredible job of handling these calls and helping promote this growth. You know, we had over 500 people on our call on Friday night. I don't know, Charles, if you've got the web interface in front of you, you can tell us how many people we have on this call. I'm going to pass it to you to go ahead and talk a little bit about this opportunity and a little about the compensation plan that's attached to it and why so many people are getting so excited, why tens of thousands of people have come to ProTravelPlus in just 2 weeks and a couple of days. Why don't you tell us a little more about it, Charles?
Yes, thank you very much, Seth Frazier. It has only been 16 days, folks, and I guess at some point I'm going to say, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but we haven't even been in business for months yet, and we have these amazing numbers that are going on. As a matter of fact, I'd like to welcome to the leaderboard a few names that just popped up out of nowhere. Shaver First, please excuse me for butchering your name, but welcome to the leaderboard, number 49. Catherine Koritowski, welcome to the leaderboard. Martin Eno, welcome to the leaderboard. George Bree, welcome to the leaderboard. Freedom Movement, whoever you are, welcome to the leaderboard. Lori Petrosino, welcome to the leaderboard. Number 38, number 36, Traveler's Dream, welcome to the leaderboard. And it just goes on and on. Dr. Steve Parson, welcome to the leaderboard. Number 31. And it is time to give a big standing ovation, round of applause for the girl, the legend. You know, it's always great to have, you know, females at the top of the plan. Nothing is better. Nothing is more encouraging. Maybe we'll even have a female president one day, right? Tashina, you happen to be the president at this point because you have finally passed Alan Jones and you are at the top of the leaderboard. Hang tight to that because now you have a target on your back and people are looking to dethrone you from the top. But you know what? All of you guys up there in the top 50, you are all great leaders and we are extremely proud of you. And you guys are going to be hearing from them. When you tune in on the evening calls, you're going to hear us interviewing some people. Last night you heard us interview Cindy Buchanan, who is now number 12 on the leaderboard, and she stopped after 20. When she had 20 folks, she stopped and started growing her teams and started doing duplication and training, and she is a master at it. You guys want to get to know her, grab her on Facebook and watch her training. She does a phenomenal job. A lot of you guys have been doing a great job on Facebook, but let me go ahead and go quickly to our compensation plan because we have only just a couple minutes. So I'm going to give you the short version, folks, the short version, because we like to honor your time. So if you want to join ProTravelPlus, it's only $69.95. After that, you have three choices of how you would like to pay your monthly, which is only $34.95. Those are the only two numbers that you really need to worry about. You can either go month to month at $34.95, and that will give you a 2x10 matrix, which means you'll get paid on 10 levels of your organization's growth. If you choose to go with a prepay model, you can prepay for 6 months, and it's only $200, and that gives you a 2x12 matrix. If you choose to prepay for an entire year, you get all of the benefits and all of the luxuries that are attached to our comp plan. It only costs $400 to prepay for an entire year. So for $469, you have prepaid and you have enrolled in ProTravelPlus. That is an amazingly low amount for an entire year to have all of these benefits, all of these opportunities, all of these amenities given to you, plus having all of the aspects of our compensation plan open for you. Let me share with you a few things that you get in the compensation plan as a 3-star or a prepay for a year. You get a 2x14 matrix, which means that even without sponsorship, and we don't encourage you just to sit there and wait, but we will let you know that there are no sponsorship requirements with ProTravelPlus. Even without sponsorship, you can make up to $25,708 a month. I know that's an amazingly high figure, and some of you are just trying to make an extra $500 a month, but we want you to know that at our top level, you can make up to $25,708 a month, and even if you made 1/10 of that, that still would be an amazing amount of income every month, month after month after month. And so that 2x14 matrix gives you the ability to have it filled up all the way up to that point. How does your matrix get filled up? It gets filled up with you sharing this opportunity with other people. It gets filled up with maybe your sponsor continuing to sponsor other individuals, and they land in your matrix. But the best way to grow your matrix is simply to share this with individuals. Pick a number. Maybe it's 5 individuals you'd like to bring on board and travel with. Maybe these are the people that are your friends and associations that you want to hang around on the beaches of the world with and just really enjoy the conversations and the cultures that happens when you are in the travel industry. But as you bring these people on, as you enroll these new members, every person that you enroll, you make $30 off them. First of all, you make a $30 commission, which is a fast start commission. You also will make $5 on the second generation and $3 on the third generation. And we haven't talked about that lately, but that can be a significant amount of money as you're enrolling folks. But the real money comes in the match. Here's how the match works, folks. When you are a 3-star, which is prepaid for $400 for a year, you will get a 30% match on every single person that you personally enroll. You'll get a 30% match on their matrix, on whatever they make each month. That's an amazing match, but it doesn't stop there. There's 5 levels of match that you can make, significant income from. You get 30% on your personals. You get 15% on your second generation, 5% on your third, 3% on your fourth, and 2% on your fifth generation. And there's a saying out there that goes, we're all 6 degrees of separation from just about anybody in the world, but because of the internet, we're actually only 3 degrees of separation. But here's how it works in our match. You will get paid on who you know and who they know, and who they know, and who they know, and who they know, and who they know. Isn't that amazing to get paid on literally tens of thousands of individuals that are enrolled in ProTravelPlus? We've already enrolled over 3,000 individuals, and that's just in 2 weeks. That could easily be how many is just in your team in a very short amount of time. This is the industry that builds millionaires. This is the industry that changes lives. This is the industry that can help you make, in part-time, a few $100s that could change everything for you. You know that the average income, the average home that goes through bankruptcy would have only needed $500 to get them out of that bankruptcy court. If they would have just made $500 more a month, that would have changed everything for them. And those are the people that we are focusing on. We're focusing on you that could use an extra $300, $400, $500, $1,500 a month. Yes, we can make big numbers, but we really want to help you, the person that may have never had any success before. Maybe it's because you only knew one person. Maybe it's because you didn't know anyone and you just didn't have the right timing. Well, folks, both of those scenarios will work well for us, because if you just knew one person, they could literally change everything and fill your matrix for you. If you know nobody, maybe your sponsor knows a few more people, and that can literally change everything for you, because we all play team here. We all work as a family. And so, folks, we really love the fact that you guys are here in pre-launch, that you guys are looking at the different things that you can do, all the different places. I see you posting all the great locations that you want to go to. I see you posting all the people on the leaderboard, moving up the leaderboard, and I see you posting pictures of you on the beaches of the world, and we love that. This is a fun industry. This is not something that you want to have a frown on your face and hard to wake up and easy to go to sleep. We want you to have it so it's extremely easy to wake up and hard to go to sleep, because you're so excited about being part of ProTravelPlus. So remember, tonight at 7 o'clock, you will have special guests, and you'll also have our CEO, Seth Frazier, on the call. My name is Charles Vest. We call me the launch coach, and I'm your field leader. So thank you so much for being here for ProTravelPlus, and we'll see you all on the beaches of the world.